Alright, here we go. We've got another replay that I played in on All That Glitters. On this one, I didn't do so hot. Thankfully, my team was there to help me out. So let's meet the teams. On the red team, we have coming in a frontline position for the red player, Earthwalker. It looks like he's going to go for bots. On the blue team, coming in a backline position is Crawl. We've got our standard 8v8 on All That Glitters. I'm in a frontline position in the center of the map. I'm going to go for vehicles, and I'm working with Cortex here. So we've got bots, vehicles, and unknown at this point for Mr. Dreamer. Against, on the other side, we got vehicles, bots, vehicles. Okay, so mostly vehicles here. There is a lot of wide open space. Really, the only place where bots is better is in the canyon area here, but even then, I would say that vehicles are better unless you get the spider bots that can climb up these. Those can be very useful. Got some scouting going up by McCracken. He's got one lone little scout out here. Oh, he's just gonna have it patrol back and forth, but without using the patrol command. Okay. If you don't want to set it up like that, you can use this one right here. It'll do the same thing, back and forth. Got a scout coming in from the purple player, Adam Skull. He's going to try to sneak it past, and he does get it past. Gets it past Earthwalker's commander. So he's going to get a full scout. Could dive in and try and get some economic damage. It is only one scout, but if there's nothing there to deal with it, well, if you run it into a commander, it doesn't last long. He's got another one right here, which I wonder... Yeah, he doesn't know that's there. Huh. Sneaky. Over here we got a blitz coming up from the teal player. I've got just a couple scouts watching the front to see if anything's leaking through as I walk up with my commander and take some mexes. And I made a radar early on so that no sneaky stuff could get past without us at least knowing. And I remember to queue up two things of windmills this time with my constructor. Okay, so Mr. Dreamer went bots. So he's down here. So we've got a pretty much lined off right at the center point of the map. Nobody's trying to push past or not going up to their line except for DNS Armok here, who is just going to make all the LLTs. All of them. Wow. Alright. I didn't rush up to the line this game. I wanted to get more mexes, more income coming. Just a little greedier build because I was going to go for lashers. And I just wanted to be able to get a bunch of them out so that they can actually hold the line and can't get overwhelmed easily. You need a bunch of them. And it looks like my opponent here also lashers. And see, he gets up to the front first to put up his LLT wall. Let's get some LLTs up. We do have Wolverine going at the LLTs of red, which if you don't have your own artillery, it is very frustrating to deal with. And oof, the red has bots, so we'll see. The Lasher versus Lasher duel has started. We got some blitzes coming through here from the Teal player that are going to make use of this gap, and they're just going to go for it. Luckily, our yellow player caught this very quickly. And we had some little forces here to respond. Some pawns, Rocketeer. Still, when you don't have a whole lot of DPS confronting these, and they're so fast. Luckily for us, they stayed within range of that tower there. Down here we've got slowly whittling away on this wall. I'm using my comm to repair. He was using his to rebuild towers, so I was getting a more efficient trade on that. Looks like we had a run by because this constructor was heavily damaged. Here we go, we got some incisors getting in the back line. Coming in. Taking out an advanced solar just as it comes up is nice. And getting the build power. Like, actually nice damage, you know. Followed by a couple brutes. D-guns those down. So, took out a lot of energy income and one construction turret. So it's actually a decent amount of damage. Alright, so up the front line we got on the west side here. Mr. Dreamer is just it's going for all that static defense. Walls, LLTs. Over here we've got the Lasher Wars. Elegant Wish versus myself, just lashers and lashers and lashers. I've got a couple incisors up here as well. How's my economy doing back here? It's coming up. It's not really expanding all that much though. I do have a construction vehicle going through and claiming all the mexes I didn't get with my commander. Alright, over here we've got Rocketeers versus medium tanks. And here's where Elegant Wish asked for help. Alright. Okay. So Red is still dealing with these couple Wolverines. He's got a heavy laser tower, but he's building a gauntlet, actually. There's some forward solars. See, he's got some lightning turrets queued. I really like lightning turrets. The lightning ones and the flame ones are actually very nice. Elegant Wish calling for help again. And here's where I push through with some incisors. And I should have pushed my lashers down when these went, because he started chasing. And I didn't. Luckily for their team, these paralyzers just shutting this down. Speedy troops don't matter if they get paralyzed. Now that I'm done looking at my incisors, I come up here and start moving down. I should have done this immediately with like a fight command so they didn't overextend themselves. so that I could micro away down here. But now the big problem is the back player started making Sheldons. And Sheldons are really, really, really good against Lashers. On the west, we've got some shenanigans going on with the high grounds. Here in the center, we got Armox finally up at the front. Meep has a line of Rocketeers here, and then we've got Adam Skull and Earthwalker still just demilitarized zoning it out. Gauntlet versus Agitator Wars. I don't think he's... Yeah. He has his dumbfiring in the wrong position. Like, when you're looking at this... that's sad. Well, Red lost his gauntlet. It's not good. And now over here, these Sheldons are just ripping me apart, so I'm backing up. These guys are so good. 850 range. Ugh. Stationary defense just doesn't win out versus artillery. Never does. Have to have units. Now our backline player, our techer here, Damon, has not started making units, whereas theirs, Peridot, had to start making units to reinforce Elegant Wish here, because I was pushing. So this is going to be the difference here of how this game plays out through the end. He stops teching, right, because he goes into unit production. Stops scaling, I guess I should say. Whereas this side gets to continue scaling, right? So he's got fusion-based economy now. And then on the back line, the blue player is up to fusion-based economy. And the Meep is about to be. He's Sheldon, I tell you. Gotta push through here of medium tanks. Ooh. Alright. Earthwalker got a gauntlet up again. Going against an agitator again. We've got a construction turret and a construction bot preparing against 2 construction turrets. Plus I think this one has, yeah, way more experience, so it's firing faster. Unless he... Oh, he started preparing with his comm. It might... No, it's gonna lose. He needs way more repair. It just keeps getting so close. Oh. We'll check back in on that in a second. How is this going here? Oh man, I've been pushed all the way back here by these Sheldon. Ugh. Trying to do a T2 transition, get up artillery. We've got Damon here getting that APHIS almost done. On the other side, they're starting directly on an APHIS. Didn't go fusion, just straight into APHIS. Damon, T2 support in 1 minute, and Marauders in 4. And I make the call to say Marauders in 4 because he had stopped pushing. And right as I said that, apparently, he's like, nah, it's time to push again. So I thought I was going to stabilize because I started getting out some Quakers. Now, if I had some medium tanks out in front, this might have been okay. But he had a lot of medium tanks that he pushed with, and those Quaker that I had finally gotten up just weren't enough. They got wrecked, and I got wrecked. So down I went. And then meanwhile, they're pushing with some T1, just causing chaos, really. Nobody's pushing over here. And all this is staying behind, so it's just the Sheldon ball coming forward here. Just ravaging my base. Blitzes, that'll distract maybe, but it's not going to clean it up. Same thing with these ticks. It'll distract, but it's not going to clean it. Seventh here gets off one. D shot. It's another one, another one. Alright. So D guns down some of it. Loses a lot. He gets his fusion is up and his T2 mechs are still here. So he can get back up to snuff real quick. Me, I'm completely gone. I think I've got a couple constructors. That's all I got. Luckily, one of my teammates gives me Resbot. Way more efficient to just resurrect all these structures that are still here than it is to rebuild. So then we've got Blue is now just sending T2 tanks in. Oh no, McCracken lost his fusion. His commander's doing okay, but his economy just got wrecked. Gotta get something up closer to the front to take care of these tigers. T1 spam coming in. But now, Damon has started his T3 transition. And he's got a 2 APHIS economy going. Almost 100 metal a second. So he can actually pump these out fairly quick. Right? He can make these fast enough for them to be very useful at responding to incoming threats. My very slow return to life. Finally got some energy income so that I can actually resurrect stuff. Gosh, if Zifnab here just pushed in, there's a sharpshooter and a couple hounds up here. There's not much. Rattlesnake and shields, all this defense. Very forward vehicle lab though, so. Elegant Wish, it's not pushing anymore, he's just happy to take this line and make it sturdier. This hero agitator here, I tell you. So, orange player's up to 2 aphises. Look at how fast that T2 lab just went up. Holy cow. Yellow's on 2 aphis economy. The pink player here has got a fusion. He's rebuilding because he lost everything except for the fusion in these mexes. I got Compo over here in the corner working on his second aphis. Looks like Mr. Dreamer's transitioning into T2. He's got the T2 mexes, but, well, he's got the ones by his starting position. He hasn't moved out and taken too many of the other ones. Got a push coming through here. Got blitzes with Janus behind. And a lightning tank. It's not very efficient going up against T2. Like, blitzes with Janus is great for T1 composition, but he's just not going to provide value against T2 units. He's making a push. We got Maras, and we got Razorbacks to repel. Is he sending? Where's he going with these? All the way in. What do we have for a response here? Don't really have anything here for Piglet, who's building a very, very far back bulwark. Peridot is up to 2 aphises, going for a third. It doesn't have any production for units. Crawl is going for second aphis. Not currently making unit production, but has facility for it. Frontliner, though, up here is getting up to proper T2 economy. Has 2 fusions going for the aphis now, about to finish. And does have unit production going on as well. I'm not a fan of how much static defense he built, but he at least is getting economy and building units. But we've got Marauders here into the economy of the blue team, and they don't have any T3 production anywhere. Oh, I say that and I am wrong. Meep over here in the corner has T3 production and has the economy to do it. He's got a couple Shivas and a couple Karganets. They're not the fastest units, though, so the Marauders can just avoid them. And he's... You know, yellow player took out the economy already of the teal player. He's currently taking out the economy of Crawl here. If he gets this, then... Oh. Yeah, that's... Ooh. That's not good for the blue team. You got the entire left side just got taken down their economies. All the defenses are still here though for Zifnab, so you can't really just push in there. But there's a big hole right here. The entire center is just open, and the T1 spam is making it all the way in. You know, when you've got ticks coming in and causing splash damage against your buildings, soon to be economy, it's not good. Oh yeah, losing your turrets to your own Tsar, not ideal. And I'm finally getting back onto my feet here. I've got solars back up. I've got production. I've got 2 T2s because one of them got... I got a T1 and a T2. This one got resurrected and handed to me by the yellow player. And I'm working on reclaiming the mexes, but I'm not really much of a factor at this point. This is all of our eco player right here. Damon coming through, and then with Testlink also providing just T2 units coming out every couple seconds. So many dragons over here. It looks like the Tislank left. Piglet took over the stuff up here, but it's getting taken out. I had built negotiators and was slowly whittling through all this static D. That's the one thing when you have, you know, T1 static defense, you know, T1 artillery can take it out. T2 static defense, T2 artillery can take it out without ever having to get in range of taking damage. So it's good to stop all the spam, but it doesn't stop any dedicated push at all. Razorbacks running back from the dragons, which are coming up and just taking out all these reinforcements. Dragons are so sturdy. Everybody on our team's panicking to put up AA. Oh yeah. Yeah. These Mercuries though, they are very good to deal with these low unit count air units. They're not very good against, you know, like a fighter wall, or, you know, somebody brings in 30 bombers, but low unit counts, they are just tremendous with their range and damage. You've got not much left on this side. When you're building bulwarks at the eco player's starting position, not a good sign. Well, and GG. Alright. Red team takes the victory thanks to some good teamwork. And I'll see everyone later. Thanks for watching.